So, okay, students, a question of trust. This is the lesson we are going to study today. It is written by Victor Canning. Victor Canning is a famous English writer. Yes, yes. Do you want to say something, anyone?
Which book?
Book Your Footprints Without Feet.
Okay,
Footprints
sir.
Without Feet, lesson number 4. Okay, supplementary reader, lesson number 4. It is a question of trust. Okay, it is written by Victor Canning. Victor Canning is an English writer, a very famous English writer, and his thrillers are famous for their romance, mystery, and unexpected ending. Many thrillers has been written by him, and they are famous for their unexpected ending. They are famous for their mystery, and they are famous for their romance. Okay, so here in this particular lesson, what you are going to find, what is the theme? The theme is about a robbery which took place a house. Okay, it is about a robbery which took place at a house. Okay, and what happened at that house on that particular day? Two thieves they met there, and one thief was a lady. Now the another thief pretended as the owner of the house, and okay, pretending as the owner of the house, the another thief got all the valuables from there. Okay, so what happened there, that we will understand. Two main characters are there. One is Horace Denby. Horace Denby. And the other is the lady in red. A lady in red dress. So two main characters are there in the story. One leading character is Horace Denby. What is the name of the character? Horace. Yes. Yeah, repeat it so that you can understand. Horace Denby and a lady in red. Now understand about Horace Denby. Horace Denby is a 50 years old person. He is a 50 years old man. He is unmarried. Okay. And he used to make locks. Horace Denby is a 50 years old man. He is unmarried. He used to make locks. Okay. Then he used to rob a house every year. Every year he used to rob a house. You understood that? For what purpose he used to rob a house? Because he was having a peculiar interest. Okay. He needed money to buy books. He was having a special passion. He was having a special interest for reading rare and expensive books. In what he was having interest? He was having interest in rare and expensive books. And the day on which such kind of books are published, such kind of books were published, he used to buy them. But these books were very costly, and as the books were very costly, what was needed for them? Money was needed. Now Horace Denby was not having that much money that he could purchase these books, and therefore he used to rob a house every year so that he could get the money required for purchasing these rare and expensive books. Okay, and he could fulfill his interest, his passion. What for? For reading rare and expensive books. So you understood about this man, Horace Denby. Horace Denby He was a 50 years old man. Okay. He used to make locks for society. He was a very good person and honest person, but in reality he was not that much honest. He used to rob a house every year. Why he used to rob a house? Because he used to have interest in reading rare and expensive books, and for that a great amount of money was required. So for getting this money, he used to rob a house. Before robbing a house, he used to do a survey of that house. He used to understand everything about that house, and after making a full study of that house, he used to rob. And due to all his preparations, he used to get success every time. Then after getting the money, he used to purchase the book. And he was suffering from a particular disease, and that was hay fever. Now what is hay fever? This is an allergy, that of nose or a throat. A person who used to suffer from this disease used to have allergy from dust or from these flowers, and due to that, that person used to sneeze. Okay, so he used to suffer from hay fever. So everything is clear to you about Horace Denby.
Yes, sir.
This is clear to you that why he used to rob a house every year. Why?
Yes, sir.
To pursue his interest of reading rare and expensive books, so that he could get the money, and with that money he could purchase these books. Now other particular feature was that he used to rob the house that of a rich man only. Only the houses of the rich were robbed by him. This is about Horace Denby. 50 years man, used to make locks, was having interest in reading rare and expensive books. For this interest, money was required. He used to rob a house in a year for getting this money. Okay. Society used to think that he was a very good and honest person, but he was not that much honest. Before robbing a house, he used to conduct all the study of that house. He used to rob house that of a rich person only. He was having a disease, that was hay fever. Okay. Now the lady in red, the other character is the lady in red. Okay. Okay. So now Horace, in this story, the plot is like this. Horace Denby, he decided to rob a house. Okay. And he conducted all the study about that house. He came to know that the owner of the house went to London, and only 2 servants were there, and the servants also on that particular day they went for watching movie. So, and a dog was there in that house. He was having a very good understanding that of the psychology of dogs, that when dogs will be called with their name, then they will become familiar with you. So the name of the dog in this house was Sherry. So before 2 or 3 days he visited, and he used to call the dog Sherry, Sherry. So when the dog was addressed with its name, the dog also haven't barked at him. Okay, he entered the house. Then what happened? He reached up to the safe. But then what happened? On a table there were some flowers, and due to that he had this sneezing. Is due to his problem of a hay fever. And meanwhile, what happened? Meanwhile, what happened? A lady came there. A lady came there in red. A lady came there in red. Now, this lady pretended herself to be the owner of the house. This lady pretended herself to be the owner of the house. She made Horace believe that she is the owner of the house. And Horace also took her as the owner of the house. The lady said that I will make a call to the police. Police will come and will arrest. Horace said that I don't want to go to prison. I hate prison. Please leave me. The lady said, okay, but for that you have to do a favor for me. You have to open the safe because my family is not here. I am not having the key of the safe. I want jewelry kept there in it. Okay, so Horace opened the safe for the lady, and after that the lady let him to go. Horace went there in his house, and after 2 days a policeman came and he arrested him for robbing a safe there in that particular house. Horace said that I did the work because the lady of the house, the owner of the house asked me, the wife of the owner asked me to do that. Therefore, I opened the safe. When the wife of the owner was brought there at the police station, he was surprised to see that it was not that lady, but she was an old lady, and she was not that lady who asked her to open the safe. So this is the conclusion. He became victim. Horace Denby was tricked upon by another thief. Who was this lady? The lady in red. This is the story. Have you understood the story?
Yes, sir.
Have you understood the broad outline that of the story?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, within 2 or 3 lines, if we conclude, Horace Denby Horace Denby, a thief, went to rob a house. There, he was about to be successful, but then he had a sneezing, and after that, a lady came there. The lady pretended herself to be the owner of the house. The lady pretended herself to be the owner of the house, and she asked that she said that she will call to the police. Horace pleaded that please let me go. The lady said, yes, I will, but for that you have to do one work for me. You have to open the safe. I want to take the jewelry. I am not having the key. Horace agreed, and the lady let him to go to his house. But after 2 days, police came, arrested him on account of the robbery held at the house. He was surprised that he had done nothing wrong. The owner of the house only, the wife of the owner only asked him to do so. The wife of the owner was brought, and when he saw her, that was not the same lady. So he understood what had happened with him. He became a victim of the trick played upon him by another thief who was a lady in red. This is, so shall we start the lesson?
Yes, sir.
When Horace entered in the house, he wore gloves, but when he opened the safe, he can't wear gloves, so his fingerprints, fingerprints came there on it. Okay, so now the story starts like this, children. It is said that you must set a thief to catch a thief. It is said that you must set a thief to catch a thief. But it is also said that there is honor among thieves. It is also said that there is a great honor among thieves. Which saying does this story illustrate? Two sayings are there. If you want to catch a thief, you have to set a thief. The other is, there is a great honor among thieves. Which saying will be appropriate in relation to this story? That you will come to know when you will read the story. Now, before you read, two questions are given. What does Horace Denby like to collect? You are able to answer this question. What
Yes,
does?
sir.
Yes.
Rare
What
and
does?
Rare
expensive
and
books.
expensive books.
Yes, very good. He liked to collect rare and expensive books. Then why does he steal every year?
To buy rare and expensive books.
Very good. To buy rare and expensive books. Okay. So likewise, the story goes like this, children. Everyone thought that, everyone thought that Horace Denby was a good, honest citizen. Everyone used to think that he was a very good and honest person. He was about 50 years old and unmarried. 50 years old and unmarried, and he lived with a housekeeper who worried over his health. He used to live with a housekeeper, and the housekeeper used to worry a lot about his health. In fact, he was usually very well and happy, except for attacks of hay fever. He was a very happy person. Only he used to have one problem, one disease, and that was hay fever. What was the disease? The disease was hay fever. He used to have hay fever, otherwise he was perfectly all right. What is hay fever? You understood what it is. It is an allergic disease related to nose and a throat. He made locks and was successful enough at his business. He used to make locks and he was very successful at his business. Okay. And he was that much successful that he used to have two helpers. Two helpers also he used to have. Yes, Horace Denby was good and respectable. He was very good and was very respectable, but not completely honest. He was not completely honest. Whatever we have discussed so far, is that clear to you, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because already we have discussed this there in summary, there in introduction. Now, 15 years ago, Horace had served his first and only sentence in a prison library. 15 years before, he had served his only sentence. Sentence means punishment. So he had his only punishment 15 years ago. He was kept there in prison. He loved rare, expensive books. Horace Denby loved rare and expensive books. So this is the most important thing you should know, that he had a love for rare and expensive books. So he robbed a safe every year. He used to rob a safe every year. Why? Because he had love for reading rare and expensive books. Each year he planned carefully just what he would do. So each year he used to plan for a robbery. He used to select his target. He used to conduct all the survey. He used to make all the study, and then he used to rob that particular house. So each year he planned carefully just what he would do, stole enough to last for 12 months. And from this robbery, he used to steal that much so that he could fulfill his interest of buying expensive books just for a year. Okay. And secretly bought the books he loved through an agent. He used to buy these books through an agent. Is this clear to you, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then the next paragraph. Now walking in the bright July sunshine. It was the July sunshine. Now walking in the bright July sunshine, he felt sure that this year's robbery was going to be as successful as other years. He was sure that this year's robbery will also be as successful as other years. For 2 weeks, he had been studying the house at Sotover Grange. He was studying the house at Sotover Grange. Okay. So, this afternoon, yeah, Sotover Grange, this is the name of the house. He was studying this house, Sotover Grange. Sotover Grange is the name of the house, and he was studying this house. Okay, for 2 weeks he had been studying. For 2 weeks he had been studying this house. He had been conducting a survey of this house. The name of the house you should remember. The name of the house is Sotover Grange. So he was conducting a survey of this house from 2 weeks, looking at its rooms, its electric wiring, its path, its garden, all these things he was making a study of. Okay, because a well planning was required for the robbery, and everything he used to study well before, so that his robbery could be a success. This afternoon, the two servants who remained in Grange while the family was in London. Now, with his study, he came to know the family was in London. Two servants used to be there in the house. He used to have an eye on the house, so that whenever the servants will not be there in the house, he will enter there in the house. So, while the family was in London, had gone to movies, these two servants, they went for movie. Horace saw them go. He saw that the two servants went to see movie, and he left happy in spite of a little tickle of hay fever in his nose. So he was very much happy that today I will get the opportunity to enter this house. I will rob the house. I will get the much required money to purchase rare and expensive books. He was very happy. He was having only one problem, and that was a tickle. Tickle means a little sensation. So he was having a little tickle of hay fever. Okay, a little sensation due to hay fever that he was having. That was his usual problem, in which due to dust or allergy, what he used to do, he used to sneeze. Okay, so that was his. He came out from behind the garden wall, his tools carefully packed in a bag on his back. So his tools were there carefully packed in a bag, and he crossed the wall to enter there in the house. Okay, this also you understood. He was having an observation of the house from last 2 weeks. He came to know that the owner of the house, they went to London, and only two servants were there. He was having a continuous eye on the house, and on that particular day he came to know that the servants also went for watching movie. It was a good opportunity, and he entered there in the house. There were about 15,000 pounds worth of jewels in the Grange safe. Now this Sotover Grange house, there was a safe, and in that safe jewelry was there that was of 15,000 pounds. 15,000 pounds, that was his estimation, that jewelry of that much worth might be there in the safe of the house. If he sold them one by one, he expected to get at least 5,000, enough to make him happy for another year. He will get at least 5,000 and he will be even happy. Even the money will last for one another year. Okay, so that conclusion he made. Okay, that conclusion he made. Now, he had seen the housekeeper hang the key to the kitchen door on a hook side. He also see the housekeeper, the two servants, where they put the key. He put on a pair of gloves. He put on a pair of gloves so that his fingerprints might not remain there. Okay. Took the key and opened the door. He opened the door. He was always careful not to leave any fingerprints. He was a regular thief. Every year he used to rob a house. He was knowing all the loopholes which used to be made by a thief. So he haven't forgotten to wear gloves so that his fingerprints might not remain there on the surface. A small dog was lying in the kitchen. In the kitchen, a small dog was there. It stirred, made a noise. Okay, it moved. The dog moved from there. It made a noise. A dog was there in the house. It stirred. Stirred means moved. And it made a noise and moved its tail in a friendly way. It moved its tail in a friendly way. All right, Sari. All right, Sari. Horace said as he passed. All you had to do keep dogs quiet was to call them by their right names and show them love. Now he was having a very good study, that of the psychology of dogs, and he was having the knowledge that if dogs they will be called with their name, then the dogs will not bark at you. So he was knowing the name of the dog was Sherry. So he bestowed his love and affection on the dog, calling him Sherry, Sherry, it's all right, and the dog stopped barking. Okay. All right, Sherry, Horace said as he passed. All you had to do, this we have discussed. The safe was in the drawing room. Now, where the safe was, it was there in the drawing room behind a rather poor painting. It was there behind a poor painting. Horace wondered for a moment whether he should collect pictures instead of books. A painting was there. The safe was behind a painting, and he thought for a moment, should he start collecting paintings instead of books? Because paintings, they are also that is also a good hobby, but they took up too much rooms. But then he gave up the idea, because collecting paintings, putting them, it requires a great space. In a small house, books were better. So in a small house like that of his, books will be better. So you have understood this much or not, students?
Yes, sir.
Horace Denby, finally he reached at his venue, that was the house which he decided to rob. He got the opportunity because the two servants, they went to watch a movie. Finding a suitable time, he entered the house. He was having the information where the keys were there. Okay. And he took the key, he opened the door, and he found the dog Sherry. But he was having a very good understanding that of the psychology of dogs. So he called the dog by its name, and then he entered there in the drawing room. He was having the knowledge where the safe was. It was behind a painting. And this all he came to know from his study conducted well in advance. Such kind of studies he used to conduct, that of the house which he used to rob. This all we have discussed. Now there was a great bowl of flowers. Now at that particular room where the safe was, In that room there was a table, and on the table in a bowl some flowers were kept. And Horace felt his nose tickle. He felt a tickle there in his nose. He felt a sensation there in his nose. Why? Because on the table there were some flowers, and we have already discussed that he was a patient of hay fever. What hay fever is? It is an allergy, that of nose and throat.
Throat.
Okay, so due to flowers he had a sensation, and due to that he sneezed after some time. So he gave a little sneeze and then put down his bag. He carefully arranged his tools. He had 4 hours before the servants return. He was having the perfect calculation that the servants are not going to return before 4 hours, and within that time he will have sufficient time to unlock the safe and to take all the jewelry, and then he will safely return back to his house. The safe was not going to be hard to open, and it was not hard to open. It was quite easy task for him, because he used to make locks and he was having a very good knowledge that to open such kind of safes. So it was a very easy task for him. So the safe was not going to be hard to open. After all, he had lived with locks and safes all his life. The burglar alarm was poorly built. The burglar alarm, the theft alarm of that house was also poorly built. He went into the hall to cut its wire. So he cut the alarm, the wiring of the alarm. He came back and sneezed loudly as the smell of the flowers came to him again. But he sneezed loudly because the flowers, their smell was coming, and he was a patient of hay fever, and he felt a sensation there in his nose, and due to he sneezed. How foolish people are now. How foolish people are when they own valuable things. Horace thought. A magazine article had described this house, giving a plan of all rooms and a picture of this room. The writer had even mentioned that the painting hid a safe. Now, while fulfilling his desire, while there on his mission, he was having a thought about the owner of the house, that how foolish the owner of the house is. Horace came to know about the plan of the house from a magazine. He read the article there in the magazine, okay, and the owner of the house gave all the plan in detail, described the plan there in that article. He mentioned, even he gave this information also, that behind the painting there is a safe. This information was also provided. So he was thinking that how foolish is the owner of the house, and he even has provided a very significant and important detail there in the article, that there is a safe behind the
Painting.
painting. Behind the painting there is a safe. So such a kind of important detail has been disclosed in that article. So he was questioning the intelligence of the owner of the house. He was thinking like this while he was before his target. But Horace found that the flowers were hindering him in his work. But there was a great hindrance in his work. The flowers were kept there, their smell was coming, and this was developing a sensation there in his nose. And due to this, that continuously he was sneezing. He was continuously sneezing. He buried his face with, okay, so he put a handkerchief there on his face so that he may have less sensation. Before he could think, Horace said, okay, then he heard a voice. And now a turning point is there in the story, a turning point there in the story. And while he was all set to go for his target, to open the safe, besides the problem that of the sensation, a tickle there in his nose, he heard a voice, and that voice was, what is it? A call? or hay fever? A voice came and it was in the form of a question. What is it? Is it a cold or a hay fever? What problem
Hay
you are
fever.
having? You are continuously sneezing. So what is the problem you are having? Okay, and who this person was? This was a lady. A lady was there. Before he could think, Horace said hay fever and found himself sneezing again. And again he was sneezing. You can, in our day-to-day life, we come across many such people. When they used to sneeze, then twice, thrice they used to sneeze. So this is an allergic problem people used to have. The voice went on. Whose voice? The lady's voice. You can cure it with a special treatment. The lady who entered there, who asked that what is it? Is it a cold or a hay fever? The lady further recommended that you can cure it with a special treatment. You know, if you find out just what plant gives you the disease, if you find out the root cause for the disease, that due to which plant's flowers you are having this allergy, then you can have a cure for this allergy. I think you had better see a doctor. You should better see a doctor. You should consult to a doctor. If you are serious about your work, I heard you from the top of the house just now. I heard you from the top of the house. If you are serious about your work, then you should consult to a doctor. Otherwise, this your hay fever's problem is a great hindrance there in your work. Who said? The lady who entered there in the house. You understood that much, children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is the story we discussed so far. The story, Horace Denby, you discussed. He was a lockmaker. He used to do robbery once in a year, and now he was there on his mission. He was there in a house, Shotover Grange. For what purpose? To rob that house. And there he came across a lady. Now Horace thought that this lady was the owner of the house, because the lady was well before him there in the house, and she pretended her to be the owner of the house. But actually what the lady was, this should not be disclosed pre-hand, but I had made you clear that the lady was also another thief. So read and find out. So in the next part of the story, what we will find out, who is speaking to Horace Denby? Who is speaking to Horace Denby? Of course, you people are having an answer that who is speaking to Horace Denby? Yes,
The lady.
the lady. Okay, who was also
A
A
thief.
thief.
a thief. Who is the real culprit in the story? Who is the real culprit in the story?
The lady.
The lady. Okay, but I have found on one thing, that all the responses are provided by Anusika Parmar only. Why other students are not responding? Children, all of you should take this advantage. All of you should indulge more and more. You should involve yourself more and more in classroom discussion. The more actively you will participate in the class, the more you will enjoy your learning. So keep on taking active part in classroom discussion. Okay, involve yourself maximum there in the classroom discussion, and whenever a question is asked, your response is asked, you should provide your response. Is it clear to you, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So read the story well, understand it, and keep enjoying your learning. Thank you, students. This class comes to an end here, and prepare well for your periodic test 1. Okay, and try to get maximum marks, children. If you left no stone unturned, if you will prepare well, definitely you will score good marks. Okay, so prepare well for the periodic test. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so this class comes to an end here.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, children.